everyone, thanks for tuning in to some more yoga with me this week. Right now it's a rainy, drizzly day, so I'm really going to take this time to get cozy, get on my mat, really tune in to my breath, my body, and take that time for me. I hope you do the same, so let's get started. This week I'm just going to get in a nice, comfortable position for myself. My feet are flat on the ground, knees are bent, and I'm going to keep my spine nice and straight, but bend over and wrap my arms around my legs. Just feel like it makes you feel like you're giving yourself a hug. You can let your head relax and just start tuning into your breath. In this position, you can really feel your stomach expand and then feel everything release as you inhale and exhale. Feeling your belly and your lungs expand, pressing against your thighs. Let everything out. That pressure releases. Let's take these next few with our lips closed, letting the breath flow both in and out through our nose. Start to scan our body now. Tune in. Block out all the distractions and focus on our mat, our bodies, and our movement. Let's take one more deep inhale together and exhale. All out. Flutter the eyes open. Come to a leg crossed position. Spine nice and straight, head held high. One more inhale and an exhale. And start to just press our shoulder blades together, opening up our chest. And with an exhale, round the back. Scooping in our lower belly, and then inhale, press those shoulder blades together, chest comes nice and high, and exhale, round the back. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. These next few, let's try to bring some movement into it. So I'm going to rock back more onto my tailbone. And as I inhale, I'm going to lean forward, finding a deeper stretch here. My hips and my glutes. And then exhale, rocking back. And inhale, coming through center. Do this one more time. Let's come back to neutral. Hands come up with an inhale. And exhale, take a quick spine twist here. Just look over your right shoulder. And inhale, come back up. Twist to the other side with an exhale. And then inhale, come back up to center. Let's come right into our tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Now let's take our fingertips and reverse them so they're pointing back towards us. And let's bend those elbows, taking a nice forearm stretch before we get going. Warming up our wrists. So focus on your breath, just giving a moment for our forearms to stretch. Then reverse your hand placement so your fingers are facing forward. Just take a few quick wrist circles in reverse. want you to take your right hand, reach it all the way up to the sky, gaze follows, and then lace it underneath your left arm so your right hand and shoulder are face down to the ground. Your left hand can stay there for support, or it can reach up to the sky as your gaze follows. Should feel a nice stretch here on your right side, the right shoulder, and a nice spine twist. One more inhale. And with the exhale, let's place that left hand back on the mat, pushing up so our right arm can slide back through, placing your right hand back down on the mat. Make sure your weight is evenly distributed again. Readjust if necessary. And let's take our left hand, reaching it up to the sky, gaze follows, and then lace it underneath the right arm, placing your left arm down on the ground. Again, you can leave your right hand here for support, or bring it up to the sky and your gaze follows. One more inhale and exhale. Place that right hand back on the mat, pushing up and away so you can come back into a tabletop. Let's take a few quick cat and cows here. First, bringing the top of your head and your tailbone up to the sky, arching your back. And then rounding your back, tucking your head and your tailbone. Let's just do 2 more. And last one, make it nice and indulgent. Taking advantage of these spine stretches. Let's come back to neutral. Let's have our toes tucked so we can push just our knees up this time. They're just gonna hover over the mat. Hands still placed firmly into the ground, just activating our core, waking up that full body. And then push your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Maybe you need to pedal your feet a few times. Wake up those legs. Take a moment here, settle in. On your next inhale, let's come through plank, letting the hips drop and chest comes up for an upward facing dog. Just take a breath here. And then exhale, push back and up to return to your downward facing dog. And let's flow through this a few times, flowing with your breath. Inhale and exhale. Move as quickly or slowly as you like. And find ourselves back in downward facing dog. Let's take one more breath together, in and out. On the next inhale, let's bring our right foot up into the air for a 3-legged dog. And then bring your knee to the outside of your right elbow, and then place your foot down beside your right hand. We're gonna lift our right hand up towards the sky, taking a nice twist, and place it back down, lifting our left hand up. Gaze can follow. And as we place our right hand back down, we're actually going to place our full forearm here down on the mat. So it's a nice, evenly placed arm. So we're going to lift our right foot up and come into a side plank. Right hand can come up to the side. You have the option of placing down that knee if you need a little more support. We won't be here very long. And let's place our right hand back down on the mat and swing that right foot back up so you can come back into this really low lunge here, and almost like a high plank with your foot by your hand. And we're gonna push that back to a three-legged dog. Inhale, and then exhale, place that foot back down on the mat. Take a few breaths here. Let's bend those knees, gaze comes forward so we can jump or step to the top of the mat. Inhale to come to a flat back. Exhale, fold on over. Inhale, swing the arms all the way up. And exhale, drop them down by your sides. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, fold on over, hands coming down to the mat. Jump or step back to a high plank. Let's come down through chaturanga, nice and slow. Chest comes high for an upwards facing dog. Shift back to a downward dog. One breath here. Inhale, left foot comes up to a three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the left knee to the left shoulder. Then place that left foot down. Inhale, bring the left hand up, twist so your gaze can follow. And then exhale, place that hand back down. Now releasing the right hand so you can bring that towards the sky as your gaze follows. We're going to take this side plank again, so let's place our right forearm down on the mat so we can release our weight from our left foot out and back to the side plank. Hands high to the sky, hips lifted, and let's place that left hand back on the mat, putting that left foot back up there, coming back to this high plank position, and then pushing all your weight into your hands so you can bring that left foot back to a three-legged dog, and then place it back down. Take a few breaths. Bend those knees, gaze comes forward so we can jump or step to the top of the mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, let's come all the way up. And exhale, hands come down. Let's grab our hands behind our back here, pulling out and away and opening in that chest. And let's just slowly let our hands fall backwards, spine arches. Inhale, find your way back up. And then let's bend the other way. Letting your hands sink towards the floor, bringing your chest closer to your knees. Slowly come back up to center. Inhale, hands come up. Then exhale, fold over, hands facing into the mat so you can jump or step to a high plank. Let's exhale, slowly through chaturanga. Let's let our lower body sit on the mat now. Taking the time to push our hands and our chest up and away. And then tuck those toes to pull your hips up and back to our downward dog. And a quick breath, and then inhale, right leg comes up for a three-legged dog. And then let's bring our right foot between our hands, letting our hands come up to this low lunge. Breathe here for a minute. And let's turn that back foot, hand sweep around to come into this warrior. Another few breaths. Trying to keep that knee above that ankle so you get that 90-degree ankle in our leg. Let's straighten that front leg here. Still reaching our hands out and away. Should start to feel a stretch in our right leg. Coming into a triangle pose. And we're going to reach our right hand down our right leg. Left hand reaches high, gaze can follow. Let that right hand go as low as it wants to. And let's release that right hand, framing our face, putting in an extra set of core work. And let's bend that front leg, reversing our weight and our gaze for this reverse warrior. And then swing the arms around, placing them on either side of that foot. And placing your hands firmly into the ground so you can release that right foot. Coming back to a three-legged dog. And then a downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, let the left foot come up. Exhale, put the left foot between your two hands. Inhale, hands come up. Do a slow lunge, few breaths here. Wrap our hands around, back foot comes parallel with the back of the mat. Remember to deepen that lunge if you can, trying to get that knee over our ankle. And straighten that front leg, reaching out in front of it first. Reaching far away like you're trying to touch someone else. And then let that hand slide down the front of your leg, gaze comes up with your right hand towards the sky. Feeling that nice stretch in the front of your leg. Let's put in that core work here. Bring your left and right hand to frame your face. Core working. And then bend that front knee. The weight come back. This reverse warrior gaze follows your hand. Back hand slides down the back of your leg. And then sweep your hands around to frame your foot, pushing in and away so you can release that foot to this three-legged dog. And then place it down on the mat for a downward dog. Few breaths here. Bend those knees, gaze comes forward, jump a step to the top of the mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, fold right back over. heel toe your feet to the sides of the mat. Just let our head hang here. Maybe sway side to side. Letting your whole upper body go nice and heavy. Let's bend those knees, let your butt and hips drop towards the mat, chest comes high. Use your elbows to push those knees away and help you come to an upright position here. Feel more comfortable sitting back on your heels. And slowly let your butt come to the mat. Your feet can come in front of you. Your hands are going to help stabilize you as we let all of our weight come on our tailbone here. And we straighten our legs, trying to come as close to our face as possible. Let's try releasing our right hand up, using only our left for stability. Place the right hand down, release the left. And let's bring those feet down for just a quick little rest. Now let's bring those feet back up. And then let's release both hands, trying to find a balance on our tailbone. Still breathing. And let's release back down. Breathing, your feet can come flat on the mat here. And then slowly roll vertebrae by vertebrae down on the mat. Coming to a nice straight laying position. Let's get our hands out to the sides, palms facing into the ground. Let's bring our left foot high into the air and then just let it fold over, trying to keep your shoulders still on the mat. Then inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, bring your right foot up. Exhale, let it drop over. Again, trying to keep both shoulders on the mat. Inhale, bring the right foot up. Exhale, bring it back down. And just quickly roll over from your back to your stomach. But again, having your arms flat against the ground. Let's raise our left foot, folding it over, across our right side, coming as close to our right hand as possible. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, drop it back down. Inhale, bring up the right foot, drop it over to the left side. Breathing into that stretch. Inhale, bring it back up. And exhale, put it back down. You stay right where you are. I'm going to flip over so you can see me in front of the mat. So from this laying position, we're just going to bring our hands underneath our shoulders, keeping our lower body flat to the mat. Just start to push your heart up from the mat just a little bit. And then exhale. Inhale, push a little farther away. And exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, try to come all the way up, straightening those arms. And exhale, bring it back down. So we're going to tuck our toes. So when we push up, we come to a plank. And then you can drop those knees down, tailbone, come onto your heels, walk those hands out, coming into a child's pose. Let's walk our hands over to the right side, left fingertips reaching out just a little bit further so we can fall into this left side, feeling a nice big stretch. Let's inhale, come back to center, and exhale, walk over to the left side. This time right fingertips reaching out just a touch further than the left. So we can breathe in to this beautiful stretch on our side. Inhale, come back up to center, and slowly walk our hands up. Now I want you to swing your legs around, come into a nice, comfortable position, whatever makes you most comfortable. Grab a blanket, grab a pillow, grab a friend, and just let your whole body relax. And your hands are to your side, on your stomach, whatever makes you most comfortable. Close those eyes and just start to breathe. Remember to let your face relax, your shoulders, your hands, your feet. Feel your heart beating through your whole body. Feel your breath moving. As your breath deepens, start to wake your body up. And get a bit more feeling in your chest, in your legs, in your hands, in your face. Take one more big deep breath together in. Let it all out. Let's flutter the eyes open. Slowly start to pick yourself up so you can come into a seated position. Swing your hands up with an inhale. Come down through center for an exhale. We are done. Thank you so much for tuning in to do some more yoga with us today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it made your day a little bit better, and I can't wait till next time. Namaste.